YouTube, what's going on? Now listen, watch this little clip I'm going to show you in like 2 seconds. I promise you it has to do with the story that I'm going to be telling you.
Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. But that's alright because I like the way it hurts. Just gonna stand there and hear me cry. That's alright because I love the way you lie. I love the way you lie.
Alright, now that's a really good friend of mine named Dallas that I've known since forever, and she just started making YouTube videos, so click down here and check out her videos. What does she have to do with my story? Everything! But let's do the intro and I'll tell you the more story. The more story. I'm good at speaking English. Holy shit.
What do you watch when you're on the web? Ironing my underwear. It's funny, smart, and exceptional.
No time for intros right now. We gotta get to the story. Alright, so pranks scarred me, and I learned at a very young age that pranks are just awful, and I don't partake in them very much because of this one prank that I saw and was a part of and like did nothing to stop, and I wish I had now, because I think this is one of Dallas's scarring stories. I'm essentially telling her scarring story, but through my own eyes, because it scarred me seeing how much it scarred her. So the story takes place back in 7th grade. Now really quick, think about when you were in 7th grade. And if you're in 7th grade, this is gonna be really easy for you. But just think about it, how like, this is the first time that all the elementary schools finally like jam together, and like, there's all the cool kids and you really want to fit in, and it's a time in your life when you're the most vulnerable, that's for sure. On the flip side, it's a time in your life when you're also just the biggest little shit ever, and you're a dick to everyone, and girls gossip and shit and like are mean, like really mean to each other, and guys are like kicking each other in the balls and shit and like thinking it's really funny, and it's just a really awful time in existence. Like if people could just skip that time period, I think our society would be better as a whole. So this particular prank that happened on Dallas was going on during a thing called Planet 7. And what that was, with the 2 or the 4, whatever it was, I think there's a couple elementary schools that all jammed together at our junior high. The summer going into 7th grade, they'd put them all together in like a camp sort of thing almost. Just a day camp where like you can intermingle and meet kids before you get to school, so that way like, there aren't any like rivalries or people like going down the halls making gangs and stuff. I'm just trying to imagine a bunch of 7th graders going down the hall like this. I have no idea why they do it, but it's just a good way for kids to meet each other, and it's the first time you meet kids from the other elementary schools. I met my first girlfriend there from another school, actually, and I'm pretty sure we held hands like 5 times, and I think I said hi to her twice. So the last day of this Planet 7, this camp thing, you go to Six Flags theme park, like the roller coasters, and it's really fun, and you're with all your new friends. It's like you're on top of the world. You can't wait to go to junior high. And we're on our way back in a charter bus, and it's just like everyone's rocking and rolling. It's just so much fun, and we stop at a McDonald's because everyone stops at McDonald's on the way back from Six Flags, because when you're in junior high, it's like, woo, McDonald's trip, we're so cool now. Maybe that was just me. So while we're inside this McDonald's, my group leader, who happens to be a senior in high school and is 18 years old, goes into a gas station and buys a pack of cigarettes. Now he tells everyone but Dallas about what his prank idea is gonna be. So what he does is, while we're all eating, we all know about the prank except for Dallas, and he sneaks back onto the bus and puts these cigarettes in her duffel bag. Keep in mind, we're like 12 and 13 years old. Now we all get back in the bus after eating, and Dallas and I are sitting next to each other, and like I'm like already so excited. I'm like, oh, she's gonna get pranked so bad, it's gonna be so funny, you know, she'll think it's great too. And our leader, like once we're on the road, our leader gets on the megaphone, and he's like, all right, everybody, we're gonna do a random bag check. Dallas, how about you'll be first? Now that should have put up a red flag right there, but when you're young, you're told not to really question authority. So she goes up there with her bag, and he opens it up and pulls out the cigarettes, and he's like, Dallas, what the hell are these? And she obviously has no idea what's going on. She's like, they're not mine, I swear to God. And he's just like, I don't believe you. We're calling your parents, the school's gonna find out about this, and I don't think you're gonna be able to get into the 7th grade now. Now the whole bus knows it's a joke, and we're all just almost on the edge of our seats, just barely not just letting everything out laughing. And we're all just about to start hysterically laughing when Dallas starts bawling, crying. Now keep in mind, I'm not making fun of her for crying. I would have done a lot worse than crying. I would have been begging on my knees, bawling, crying. I would have shit myself. I would have been just so much worse. But what's awful about this is the entire bus being so excited to laugh at someone and then watching them have the exact opposite reaction than what you expected it to be. It just like, it feels like someone just ripped your heart out and like gnawed on it. And that's from a viewing perspective. I can't imagine being in her position. I'm speechless. It would be the worst thing to have everybody ready to laugh at you and then in front of the entire 7th grade start bawling, crying. That it has to be one of Dallas's scarring stories. Dallas, if you're watching, is it one of your scarring stories? You tell me. And it's for this reason, this one incident in my life, that I just don't participate in pranks anymore. It just seems too mean. The outcomes can just be way worse than you expect. But in the comments down below, let me know, do you guys think that like pranks are awesome? Do you love them? Do you have a good story about a prank? Do you have a good story about when you were pranked and it was awful? Make a video response. Talk to me. I want to hear all about it. And also, go check out Dallas's channel right down here. You guys have been so incredibly awesome to me. I have the best fans on YouTube. I really do. And go over there and support her. Subscribe to her channel. Comment on her videos. And go to her channel and just say, Dallas, if you don't make more videos, I'm going to blank. You fill in the blank, because I want her to start making more videos. She has so much talent that I think more people need to see this and need to see her face actually with that the light actually on it, because that video she has up, I think the two of them, you can barely see her face. So Dallas, get a light bulb, get your camera out and start making more videos. YouTube, I love you guys. I'm in love with you, especially if you subscribe to Dallas. Down there, boom!